So tip number 2 is to practice saying I don't know when you really don't know something. People with imposter syndrome feel like they have to have all the answers, or else they feel like a fraud, or like they don't belong there, or like their success is just out of luck, which is not true. If you feel like you have to have all the answers, you're going to continually go down the rabbit hole of negative thinking. You're going to continually put so much pressure on yourself, which is going to increase your anxiety, increase your depression. So practice saying I don't know. And there's a lot of different ways you can say I don't know. My 2 favorites are, that's a really great question. Let me ask around and then I will get back to you. Another one is, I'm not sure. Let me do some research and I'll let you know as soon as I have the answers. That way, you're being honest about you not knowing what the answer is, and also proactive in letting the client or the customer know that once you have the answers, you will let them know.
Instead of saying, I don't know, here are 3 great options. I'm not sure right now, but I'll find out and get back to you soon. Or simply, I'll find out. I'll look into it and I'll let you know what I find. Or the 3rd option, that's a really good question and I want to give you the most accurate answer I can. So let me get back to you by the end of the day.
And remember, everyone knows something, but no one knows everything, but God, of course. So relax, you got this. So tip number 3 is to acknowledge the fact that you are comparing yourself to what other people are projecting. Just because someone seems to have it all figured out doesn't mean they actually do. You really don't know what people are going through. And we need to all come to terms with that fact, because even I get into a rabbit hole of comparison, and comparison is the thief of joy. So if you want to always feel anxiety and depression and low mood and just all the negative feelings, keep on comparing yourself to other people. But if you want to have peace, you want to be present in the moment, and if you want to really appreciate what's happening in your life, you have to stop comparing yourself to other people. I myself am practicing not comparing myself to others. And that looks like going on a social media fast. That looks like practicing gratitude each and every day. I have a rock that I hold on to when I need to ground myself. I don't know where I learned that from. I think I heard someone do this grounding exercise with the rock, and then I started to practice it, and it really is helpful. Let me go get the rock actually, so that I can show you guys what I'm talking about. This is the rock that I use to ground myself. And it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. But when I find myself really anxious and I feel a lot of different negative emotions, I use this rock to ground myself. I love that it has scripture on it because it reminds me of God's promise. And I will literally just hold on to it really tight. And this helps your body release all the tension too. When you grab onto something and you put all your strength into it and then you release it, it just makes your body feel so much better and less tense. But I will hold on to this rock and list all the things that I'm grateful for. So I would say I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. I'm grateful for the food in my household. I'm grateful for being a mom. I'm grateful for being a wife. I'm grateful for... This is a technique that I use when I find myself deep in comparison, and it helps me to refocus and reset. I hope that this tip is helpful. And if you ever tried this before, comment below and let me know. So tip number 4, and the last tip, is to practice accepting compliments.
Sarah, amazing job on that presentation today. Seriously, you were brilliant.
Really? And come on, I think probably everybody thought I didn't know what I was talking about.
People with imposter syndrome or self-doubt usually deflect or explain away compliments like the clip that I showed previously because deep down they feel they don't deserve the praise. In order to get out of that mindset, you have to practice. And so you can practice alone or with a close friend or family member. If you do this alone, you can write on post-its common compliments you receive and practice saying, "Thank you so much," or "Oh, I really appreciate it." That way, it becomes a more natural response. If you practice with a family member or a friend, you can have them give you compliments and note when you start to deflect. That way, you are more aware and you can change your statement in that moment. And so the point is that you want to get good at accepting compliments and praise, and you want to get out of your negative mindset. And there are enough evidence out there to prove that you deserve a seat at the table. So get good at accepting compliments. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you take what you need and leave the rest and let me know what works for you. I will see you in my next video. Deuces, bye.